Hello children, how are you all? Today I am here with the video for the students of class 5. This is chapter number 8, the skeletal system of your science book. In this chapter we are going to read about what do you mean by skeletal system, what do you mean by joints, what are muscles, and how can you keep your bones and muscles healthy. So before starting the explanation of the text, I would suggest please keep your pencil along with you so that you can underline the important topics or hard words while the explanation of the video. Let us proceed. Our body consists of different organs like stomach, liver, lungs, kidneys. All of you are aware of these organs, right? Many organs collectively form an organ system which work together to perform a particular function in the body. Organ system? Let me explain. When you take in air, what happens? The air is going inside your body through the nose. The air is going inside your body through the nose, through the small holes present in the nose called nostrils. And from the nose, it reaches the lungs. How it is reaching the lungs? It is reaching the lungs through the windpipe which is present in your neck and in your chest. So all these organs are doing the same work. They are performing the same task. Therefore, they are forming an organ system. Similarly, when you eat the food, you take the food inside your mouth. You chew the food with the help of your teeth. From the mouth, the food reaches the stomach through the food pipe. You must be knowing about this. From the stomach, the food is transferred to the small intestine. From small intestine, it is transferred to the large intestine. And from the anus, the undigested food is removed out of the body. So all these organs are doing the same function. What is that? Digestion of food. Your teeth, your tongue, your stomach, your small intestine, all these are doing the same work. They are helping in the digestion of the food, and all these together are performing the same task. So they are forming an organ system. So in this chapter we will be reading about the skeletal system. Skeletal system is a framework of bones. There are 206 different bones of different shapes and sizes in an adult, whereas a child has more than 350 bones. When a child borns or in a newborn baby, there are 350 bones. They fuse, they dissolve together to form the human skeleton. The human skeleton consists of skull, backbone, rib cage, 2 pairs of limbs. Limbs means the legs and the hands, and the girdle bones. Let us read about all these bones in detail in the preceding pages. You can see this is the skeletal system. The whole framework of bone is called the skeletal system. This skeletal system, as you can see, is giving a proper shape and structure to the body. This is because of our bones, which is forming a net framework inside the body. It is giving a proper shape to our body. We are able to sit or do different kinds of movement because of these bones. Imagine yourself or your body without bones. How would you look like? You will look like simply a piece of cloth lying on the ground, or you will simply lie on the ground like a mat. So it is because of the bones we are able to sit, stand. Bones is giving a proper shape and structure to our body. Bones are also protecting the internal organs. So let us see the various parts of the skeletal system. First one is the skull. The skull is made up of, this is the skull, as you can see. This is the skull. It is made up of 22 bones. There are 8 flat bones interlocked together which give the shape of the head and protect the delicate brain. As you can see here in this video, the top layer of the head Here are present 8 flat bones. Total skull is made up of, the whole skull is made up of total 22 bones. But in the head, the upper part, the top part of the head consists of 8 flat bones which are interlocked together to give the shape of the head. And here inside the head is present our brain, the CPU of our body. So skull is protecting our brain. There are 14 bones that make up the face, and in the face there are 14 bones. There are 8 bones on the top and there are 14 bones which makes our face. And among all these bones, only the lower jaw is movable, means we can move this bone. Rest all the bones are immovable. We cannot move these bones, right? And the movable lower jaw help us to talk and eat. It is because of this lower jaw. This is the lower jaw, and it is because of this lower jaw we are able to talk and eat. The upper jaw and the lower jaw both have teeth. As you can see here, there is a structure of teeth also. The skull also has holes for eyes. Holes for eyes and the nose. Before proceeding towards the explanation of the next topic, let us see a small video.
The skeletal system. Your body is built around a hard and strong framework called skeletal system. Bones in your body together form the skeletal system and give your body structure. A newborn baby has more than 300 bones in their body. When the child grows up to an adult, these eventually fuse to form the 206 bones. Nearly half of the bones of your body are found in your hands and in your feet. The skeleton also acts as a protective shield for the vital internal organs of the body. The skull protects the brain from getting damaged. Your heart, lungs, and liver are all very important, and luckily you've got ribs to keep them safe. Ribs act like a cage of bones around your chest. Your ribs attach in the back to the spine. Your spine lets you twist and bend, and it holds your body upright. It also protects the spinal cord, a large bundle of nerves. It's made of 26 bones. Besides these functions, the skeleton also works with the muscles and tendons of your body to help you move around. Bones are held in their respective places by short bands of tissues called ligaments. The place where two bones meet is called a joint. Some joints move and others don't. The joints in your skull are not movable. Some moving joints, like the ones in your spine, move only a little. Two of the important joints are ball and socket joint and hinge joint. Your elbows and knees each have hinge joints, which let you bend and then straighten your arms and legs. Hinge joints allow movement in one direction only. You can find ball and socket joints at your shoulders and hips. They are made up of the round end of one bone fitting into a small cup-like area of another bone. They allows you to swing your arms and legs in many different directions.
Let us proceed. Next part of the skeletal system is the backbone. The skull is attached to the backbone called the vertebral column. The backbone, as you can see here in the picture, this is known as vertebral column. It is made up of 33 small bones called vertebrae. As you can see, there are many smaller bones present, and these bones are called vertebrae. These are the bones which are known as vertebrae. So, there are 33 smaller bones called vertebrae which together form the vertebral column or our backbone. Inside the backbone is the spinal cord. This is the spinal cord which is connected with the brain and connected with the nerves, which help us to send and receive messages from the brain to the body parts. Next are the rib cage. As you can see here in the picture, there is a cavity, there is a cage like structure formed by the bones. These are the ribs, and that is why this total structure is called rib cage. The ribs are attached to a small bone here in the center. As you can see, this small bone is called sternum, which is present in the front side of your chest, and the other end of the ribs are attached to the backbone. Let us read. There are 12 pairs of rib. 12 pairs means 24 bones. 12 pairs that form the cage of bones around the chest called rib cage. Ribs are thin and curved bones. They are attached to the sternum in the front and backbone in the back. As I have said, this is a small bone. They are attached in the front to the sternum. This is present in the front side. This is present in the chest, and the other end of the ribs are attached to the backbone. The last two pairs of ribs are not attached to the sternum and are called floating ribs. As you can see here in the picture, these are not attached. These are not attached to the sternum. That is why they are known as floating ribs. And inside the rib cage are present our lungs and the heart. So rib cage is giving protection to our lungs and the heart. Next are the limbs. We have two pairs of limbs, four limbs. The arms, hands and arms are known as forelimbs, and the hind limbs, the legs are known as hind limbs. As you can see here in the picture, this are the arm is the forelimb and the leg is the hind limb. The upper arm has one long bone and the lower arm has two bones. As you can see here in the picture, the upper arm has one long bone and the lower arm means the part between the elbow and the wrist. It has two bones. The upper arm is joined to the backbone with the help of shoulder girdle. As you can see here, this is the shoulder girdle, and because of this it is attached to the backbone. Backbone is here and it is attached to the backbone.